Tabitha has her bags packed and is ready to leave her husband, Sean. But not because he thinks she's cheating with another man. It's because Sean believes she's having a sexual relationship with her son. These accusations have been going on for 2 years, and Tabitha says it's destroying their marriage and her ability to parent her children. Take a look.
I am on this show to find out if my wife Tabitha is doing anything sexually inappropriate with my stepson. They do not have the type of relationship a mother and son is supposed to have. I caught him doing sexual acts from the first time he's ever came around, and Tabitha blew it off as if it was nothing. In my house, I put up a few security cameras after seeing this because I wanted to know what was going on. I watched the camera a few times and I seen my stepson put his foot up on the counter as if he was trying to put his private area towards his mother. I confronted Tabatha about this, and it led to a big argument and me leaving for a few days. My stepson shows many signs of being abused to me in my eyes, coming from someone who was abused as a child. I've heard sexual language. He still pees the bed. The other day, Tabatha told me she went through his phone and seen porn in his phone and told me it was okay. But I don't feel like it's okay at the age this man is at now. I told her not to wear these shorts the other day around the house, and she wore the shorts even after me telling her not to with her robe open. My stepson sat right across from her, staring at her. I seen it on the camera. I'm sick of fighting with my wife every day. I'm sick of these thoughts. I'm sick of these crazy thoughts. I just want them to go away. The thing is, I have children by Tabatha also, and if this could be going on with them two, what could be going on with my children as well? I also need to know if something went on with Tabatha and my family member. Me and her went to this family member's house, and she started a fight with me so I would leave. I left, and she stayed the night there. I asked him up front the night before my wedding, did you sleep with my wife? And he didn't give me an answer. He just got out and walked away. If Tabatha fails this lie detector test, I don't know what I'm going to do. But I know that I have children that I have to be strong for. But it's going to tear our family apart if she has done this, and I don't know if I could stay with her after all of this. Cheating is one thing, but if she's touching her own child, I think that's whole nother story, and I can't deal with it. I don't want any parts of it.
Tabitha, that's your husband on tape, and he believes that you are having a sexual relationship with your own son.
Yes.
Why does he think that?
He's crazy. He's always been crazy. We've been together for 7 years. From the beginning, he's always accused me of being with other men. I mean, I worked at a restaurant, and he accused me of being with a 65-year-old woman that worked there. So basically, he says he installed cameras. I bought cameras because I was tired of being accused of leaving the house and sneaking people in and things. And, you know, about 2 years ago, I cut every person out of my life. I became literally the textbook, you know, narcissist wife or whatever you want to call it. And I stayed in the house. I don't go outside. I don't take my kids to playgrounds and things.
Why would anybody agree to do that?
You're absolutely right. There's like a part of me that knows this and a part of me that tells myself that, and I tell him that every day. I feel like
Does it affect your relationship with your children?
I feel like I've failed my son. I mean, I stay away from him. I haven't been alone with him in probably almost 2 years. I won't go in his bedroom. I won't take him to doctor's appointments alone. There's little corners in our house that the camera can't see. I won't go in these areas with my son. And it's to the point where he notices something's wrong. He notices I won't go. I'll ask him to switch the laundry for me because the laundry room's in his room. It's to the point he knows now something's wrong. And he doesn't deserve that.
When do you get tired of that?
I'm tired of it now. I'm tired of it. My bags are packed. I will go to, take dressing measures. Yeah. I am. I'm to that point.
I got to imagine most people will get to that point real quick. It's crazy town, right? Tell me about these recordings that Sean has of you and your son in the house.
Okay. So I'm going to show you guys because it's just I have to show you so I can make it clear. So this is the first thing that's ever happened that made this a thing. I was standing in my kitchen on a FaceTime call. I was holding my daughter was about 1 at the time. I was holding her on my hip. So I was standing here like this, just holding my baby on a FaceTime call. So my son, he was wanting to hear what my FaceTime call was about. So he came up, and there was like a stool in the kitchen that we use for the kids to wash their hands and things. And he stood on the stool. So I'll just say I'm over here. He's right here. And then in the meantime, while I'm on the call, while he's just standing there fidgeting, he put his foot up on the drawer knob like once for like 2 seconds, and then put it down. Literally, that's it. Put his foot up like this, put it back down. And Sean says he was pointing his private area at me, and he was looking down at himself while he was doing it. And, you know, it's embarrassing to even come here and say this. Like, it's embarrassing that this is my life. And, you know, it's the obvious thing, my son. Like, this is affecting him so deeply. All he wants is to have a good relationship with Sean. He asked for his last name. He wants to have a relationship with him, and you can tell that it's just so blocked because of this.
Have you guys get physical over these accusations?
We do.
You fight each other physically?
Yeah. I mean, he's pulled my hair, thrown me down on the ground, just this last one the other day with the rope.
Why are you staying? There's not that much love in the world.
It's not even about love. I won't even sit here and say to you it is. It's just, I have really, like, my family lives all the way in Florida.
If you would have just told me that part and forget all the other part of the story, I'd say, get the hell out of there. And he also thinks that you slept with one of his family members.
Yeah.
Did you?
No. The time he says that I was alone with them, we got into an argument at the family member's house when we were moving him and his girlfriend in. He left me there, literally in the middle of the night, left me there. So I had no choice but to stay
Your
there.
husband just left you?
Left me and my kids there.
Did he tell you a reason why?
He says, we were drinking and I playfully bucked at him. I was like, what you gonna do? And it started the biggest fight in the world.
And he left?
He left me there.
Do you think coming here today, taking a lie detector test is gonna change, Sean?
No, I've paid for a lie detector test before, and I didn't get a penny of it back when he refused to go. I didn't get anything back.
Oh, so you didn't even take the test?
No, he refused to go the morning of the test.
Okay. Let's meet your husband, Sean.
Say everything you gotta say.
Not normal.
Say
the relationship isn't normal.
Say everything you have to say.
It's not normal.
How?
The relationship just isn't
You know what?
normal.
It isn't normal. It isn't normal that I won't
It's
go in my son's room. It isn't normal that I won't go
That's
in
you.
2
I
feet
never
with my
told you
son.
not to do that.
If I do, you accuse me of doing sexual things with him.
I never told you not to go in there.
No,
ever.
you didn't tell me not to go in
That
there.
was
You
your
just told
decision.
me I'm molesting him if I do. Him
On.
putting his foot on the counter doesn't say somebody's sexually molesting him.
If he put his foot on the counter in front of me, I'm a man, it would be different. It would be different.
No, it wouldn't. I'm his mother. That's my son. My baby. I made him. It would not be different. No, it wouldn't. It's the same thing. He's not sexualizing me. I'm not sexualizing him. This exists in our life because you bring it in our life, Sean, and it has to go. Or this marriage doesn't have to go anywhere. It will end, Sean. I'm not doing this for the rest of my life. I'm not living like a prisoner who's accused of molesting her child for the rest of my life. I'm not doing it.
You know, your wife tells a story and it doesn't paint a pretty picture of you.
I know.
Okay. It's terrible that a mother can't go to the playground, can't go into his room, can't be there for him all the time because the way she's feeling from her husband. It impacts the child. And what I understand is you speak about being a sexual assault victim yourself as a young man. What you're doing is making this child a victim. Because maybe not sexually, you know, that's a totally different thing. But if the mother's behavior is impacted, what she can do, what she can't do with the child, she's here crying. I can feel the pain, I can feel the frustration in her. And I'm sure that's the way it is in your house too. And if that's the case, your stepson, who wanted your name, wants to spend time with you, he's being impacted terribly. How about the fact that you think that she's sleeping with your family member or had slept with your family member?
Well, that whole situation, we were over my family member's house and we were playing cards and She just was on me the whole night trying to start arguments with me to the point where she knows if we argue, I leave because I don't want to fight and fight
When
with
you're
her.
playing cards, are you drinking?
Yes.
You think drinking had anything to do with that?
What did I do that made you leave?
On her part, yes.
Well, I'm
because,
saying alcohol usually starts a lot of fights, right?
Yes. And I left. And she stayed there, and she spent the night there. And when I came back
But you
to get
left,
her,
right?
yes,
And put a pole on
she
the door.
wouldn't have spent the night if you didn't leave her.
I left
Thank you.
because I didn't want to fight with her, and
Right.
I didn't want to put my
He
hands
leaves
on
because
her
he
or
knows I have
anything.
abandonment
I
issues.
leave every time.
That's another good point. Do you grab her by the hair and throw her down?
I have once or twice, but I won't. I have put my hands on her, but she's feisty. She's put her hands on me. She's punched me in the face.
Is that true?
That is
She's
true.
hit me with bottles.
So you both attack each other.
Yes. I would
You
never hurt her.
You don't think that's like terrible?
Yes, I do.
I mean, you are in your house. I say it all the time. You're in your house. You're supposed to feel safe. You're not supposed to get attacked by your husband. You're not supposed to get attacked by your wife.
Right.
You walk down the street, some goofball can attack you. Do you love her?
Yes.
At some point, people get off the roller coaster.
And I don't want us to be done, but I know that the relationship is so. It's just
The
a
damage
bad.
you've caused
It's a damaged relationship, and I don't
Why
want
do
to
you
keep.
stay?
I don't want to keep going on.
Why do you stay?
I stay because I love her. We have children together.
So you wanted to make it work.
Yes.
But do you really change it? Because it seems like you're the problem.
I am the problem. I do
Yeah.
have some issues, and
Yeah.
I am the problem.
So
but
she said if she passes, you won't necessarily change because of a lie detector test. And that's a really honest answer, saying, hey, if you pass, I'm going to believe you, but I have to work through things. She said you'll go get help.
Yeah.
Is that true?
Yes.
Okay.
It's destroyed so much over this.
All right, so yours is two parts. This family member and then your son. Have you ever had sexual intercourse with Sean's family member? You answered no. Have you ever had sexual contact with Sean's family member? You answered no. Results came back the same to each of those two questions, and it came back that Tabatha told the truth. Did you touch your son for your own sexual gratification? She answered no. Have you ever exposed yourself to your son for your own sexual gratification? She answered no. Results came back the same to those two questions, and it came back that Tabatha told the truth. See, the natural reaction is to go comfort your wife.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank you, Steve.
What did you want to say to him?
He just has to hold up his end of the deal. Not say, let's go to therapy, expect me to find this therapist. Like, he has to hold up his end of the deal. I'm ready to live. Finally, for the first time in my life, I'm ready to live and be happy and have what you have. I want that. I deserve that. My son deserves it. All of our kids deserve it.
Are you going to honor your part of the deal? Yeah. If you're ever to be happy or ever to make anybody else happy, including your own children, including your wife, you got to get some help, man. Otherwise, you're just pouring gasoline on your house, your household, and saying, psh, I'm going to destroy it. I would love to hear from you in a couple weeks and let us know if he's living up to his end of the deal. I do really hope that you'll get better and that you make your family better, okay?
Well, man.
Good luck, yeah.